Boys Come Back Went Round live again, but today we're upon some very, very serious business. See, this stream we're doing is like a bit of a tribute. We've never done a stream like this before, but hopefully it'll turn out kind of different. Hopefully it'll show a little bit of the respect that we're attempting to convey. Big tribute, big shout out. Ozzy Osbourne, by golly gosh, one of the greats is no longer with us, and that fucking blows. Well, it blows, but it is what it is, all right? Man was getting up there in years. Man was suffering from, I think it was Parkinson's? If I remember correctly, man was suffering from various ailments and whatnot, and was more than prepared to go. At least this is according to all the sources, everything that I heard and everything that I've seen with my own eyes and experience tells me the same. Hey, Seed up in the house, what's poppin'? Hey, Seed, hope you're doing a good one, or having a good one. First like, by God. So the evening is a little somber, but we go drop back and talk about Ozzy Osbourne. Gonna talk about Black Sabbath. Gonna talk about the fucking great of our generation, of several past generations. How about to say our lifetime? How about that? So I'm not gonna lie, y'all. Ozzy Osbourne was the fucking shit. I mean, not many people can say that they done music and performed and everything else for over 50 years, boss. That's a motherfucking achievement. That's an accomplishment. That's something that I think very few people are gonna match. It's just, bro. But yeah, I like to trip. I learned news of this down at the coal mine. It was terrible. It was absolutely awful. I had no idea that things would go such a way. Scooby Wines up in the house. What's poppin', Scooby? But yeah, we're doing the tribute for Ozzy Osbourne, by golly gosh. Maybe do Paranoid. Wow, now, wow, wow, now, 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 wow, now, now. So we got Hayseed and Scooby Wines up in the house right on. Yep, Stoosey Boys are going live on a somber evening. Like I say, we're all in a state of mourning here. But are also in a state of, there's a bit of jubilation and celebration because it's like now, Ozzy has passed and hopefully his troubles and such are behind him. So, that way a feller no longer has to worry about the notions and going-ons of this ethereal plane of this world and all that. We're hoping that Ozzy is at any rate definitely in a better place. And I like to think that if the universe works any degree of the way that I kind of feel like it works, I think old Ozzy don't have nothing to worry about in the afterlife. As a matter of fact, there's a hellacious cause for applause going on. I bet he's meeting old Randy Rhoads again. That poor 25-year-old, I'm telling you. I'm sure Ozzy and Randy are having some serious conversations today. I would argue that Ozzy and Lemmy are having some serious conversations today. I think it's a jubilacious time in the rock and roll aftermath. Let's go Eddie Van Halen, too. I guarantee, folk are having discussions on that. I like to think these things are happening. And also that means Ozzy and Jim Morrison are finally going to have him a little throwdown. So that'll probably be badass. Yeah. David D up in the house with a what up. What's poppin', all y'all? It's a Stoosey Boy Live. Little tribute to Ozzy Osbourne thing or whatever. We're getting the fifth ready to be pled. We're gonna be pleading some mighty tokes for Ozzy Osbourne this evening. Is it some Arabic whatnot? What's poppin', high? Let me put this on the all. Ozzy said it best with his song, See You on the Other Side. But mama, I'm coming home. I liked it when he did Bark at the Moon whenever the eclipse happened back in 2017. That was pretty cool. Rainbow Bama, Baby My Gee, I was poppin'. There's a lot of great Ozzy. My favorite, sad Ozzy Osbourne song of the occasion would definitely be Ordinary Man. I usually don't smoke, but if it's for Ozzy, fuck it. If I die, I die. Yeah, David D. Damn right. Go ahead and get the fucking, yeah. Matter of fact, Ordinary Man was a great song. Changes just doesn't. I feel unhappy. I feel so sad. 'Cause I've lost the best friend that I ever had. Kind of butchering that too. She was my woman. I loved her so. But it's too late now. 'Cause I've let her go. And I pinned USA's comment. Guess we could do Sweetleaf. Hold on, let me get some Outlaw up in the house. Good to see you, Outlaw. Let me see if I can't get this rip. I gotta do Sweetleaf and try to do it right. To the best of my ability, acapella. Or acapella. I guess that's one of those other words I've lost the ability to pronounce. This next fifth plate is for Ozzy, y'all. Had to do it hard. All right now, won't you listen? When I first met you, I didn't realize. See, I can't forget you for your surprise. See, you introduced me to my mind and left me wanting you and your kind. Oh, yeah. Wow, wow, now, wow, now. And then you get that doo 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 doo. My life was empty, without a doubt, until you took me and showed me around. My life is free now, my life is still. I love you, sweet leaf, though you can't feel. Oh yeah, baby. See, straight people don't know what you're about. I can't remember the rest, oh God. Maybe I love you, sweet leaf, without a doubt. Something. There's a lot of Ozzy stuff. Dear God, somebody get me the lyrics out here. But yeah, we're doing a little. I still think Dreamer was one of his best songs. If we're talking deep cuts, it's a great deep cut, by the way. I think Fire in the Sky is actually really cool. The introduction to his heartache began as a child. So it's no wonder that he grew up to be so wild. The Ozman cometh and the Ozman has went. Ozzy was like the crazy uncle none of us ever met but was always around. Rest in power to the Prince of fucking Darkness. God damn, I think Squirrels put it best. I gotta drop that pinnable. USA, like I say, Rip Ozzy's a damn good pinnable. We'll go ahead and drop that in there. Fire in the sky. Can't you see that all my castles are burning? Hell yeah. Muhammad Mulfi said something. Wade Lucero made it 420. Hell yeah, we're tributing Ozzy Osbourne. It's a solemn occasion, but it's a vibing occasion. As I think that's exactly what the Ozman would want. The Ozman probably wouldn't even want us to reflect. He'd want us to probably just party on. And I understand that, but we but mere mortals have to mourn the passing of such great spirits. It's part of our process. It's what makes us human, damn it. Wade was in the garden. Hell, Wade's always in the garden. We wrestled up some peppers and stuff a moment ago. But anyway, Mr. Crowley, what went on in your head? Oh, Mr. Crowley, did you talk to the dead? Your life spent to me seems so tragic, and the thrill of it all. Uncovering secrets with magic. Yeah, you waited on Satan's call, Mr. Charming. Did you think you were pure, Mr. Alarming? A nocturnal report, uncovering things that were sacred, and you guessed of this earth, conceived in the eye of a secret, and they scattered the afterbirth. And then fucking Randy, man, comes in there and just... Hell yeah. Trevor Thames up in the house is popping. Road to Nowhere, and it does lead to me. Road to Nowhere is good. I think it's finally getting a little bit more radio. I did not turn on the radio the whole way home because, I mean, for one, I figured it would be flooded with Ozzy, and I definitely would have enjoyed it being flooded with Ozzy, but I wasn't taking any chances. I went ahead and threw that fucking... I roll with the greatest hits Ozzy thing. I can't remember which one it is. It goes from his solo career up to like Dream of Love or Think of Love or something like that. It goes through not Ozman Cometh, whatever the one, No More Tears and fucking Mr. Tanker Train and goddamn Mama I'm Coming Home, whichever album that was. I think it may be Mama I'm Coming Home. Papa shouting out the Godfather of metal, you damn right. Now listen, metal wouldn't have happened if it hadn't been for the actions of a bunch of different people. Let's just be clear about that. But if you had to put it all and place all the focus and say the one motherfucker that done it, I would have to argue like hell that it would definitely be Ozzy Osbourne. 100%. Keep up the good work. Hope you're always successful and successful. I'm from Indonesia, friendo. What's up? Sumatra, Jakarta? What's poppin'? Nice to have you with the stream. Be sure to subscribe to the Stoosey Boys. Muhammad Mulfi. Y'all down there Java way? The album was No More Tears. Okay, there you go. Yeah, the No More Tears album. Honestly, probably my favorite Ozzy Osbourne album solo. Now, my favorite Black Sabbath album, it is a hard, and I mean hard contest between Paranoid and Sabbath Bloody Sabbath. A lot of people felt the way that they did about Sabbath Bloody Sabbath, especially at the time, because I think that one was coming off the heels of Volume 4 and shit. I think Sabbath Bloody Sabbath is end to end a motherfucking thrill ride. I never got to see Ozzy or Sabbath. Now I wish I could have made Ozfest one of the years it was in Nashville. Yeah, I'm for real. I wish we'd have blew shit up and we had big buku money. We could have went to fucking Birmingham and seen that. Now there's a concert that I always wish I'd went to. Yet another one right there. A legendary. That will always be something. It's like, man, I wish I could have been back to the beginning. Birmingham 2025, Ozzy's last show. Everyone was there, man. He spoke on Morrison. I love that. Not many people know about his poetry anymore. Well, I'm infinitely more involved in the Doors and music, but you're talking to 2023's YouTube top 0.04% Doors fan. All right, you know, I know a thing. Me and Morrison have had a discussion or two. He said, awake. Shake dreams from your hair, my pretty child, my sweet one. But we ain't here today to talk about Jim Morrison. And I know that just hell froze over slightly, only to make way for Ozzy. Um, Now this is Ozzy's stream, by God. Jim Morrison is one of my heroes. Ditto. Ozzy especially included the works of Black Sabbath, so if you want to just lump everything Ozzy touched together, I would put him probably at number 4 or 5. I'm for real, right behind Mischief Brew, Megadeth, and the Doors. Like, I'm serious. If we put them together, now I'd probably put Black Sabbath. Honestly, folk, I prefer Black Sabbath a little more than solo Ozzy. And I know, it's crazy. It's an unpopular opinion. But Black Sabbath just kicked so much ass, dude. Black Sabbath is fucking awesome. Choose the day and choose the sign of your day. The day's divinity. First thing you see, a vast radiant beach and a cool jewel moon. Couples naked race down by its quiet side, and we laugh like soft mad children smug in the woolly cotton brains of infancy. The music and voices are all around us, and everything is broken up in dances. Okay, so we got through that. It's hot out here, y'all. I'm sweating for the Ozzy Osbourne tribute stream. But it's so great to see so many like-minded individuals come out of the woodwork and be like, "Oh, dude, Ozzy, we can sit here and shoot the shit about Ozzy. The whole thing, it's awesome. We can talk Blizzard of Oz, or we can talk The Oz Man Cometh. We can talk whatever that one album was that Shot in the Dark was on, because I do like Shot in the Dark. Shot in the dark, one step away from you. Alright. Wow, wow. I just always thought that was such a really cool intro. It's like, I'm in the street, I'm stalking the night, I can hear my heavy breathing, voices are calling from inside my head, I opened up my mind to treason. It just starts off so fucking cool. And I may have butchered those lyrics slightly, but whoa, I think we had a bit of a tectonic shift there. But if anyone has any Ozzy anecdotes, anything to add, anything Ozzy related, drop it up in the fucking chat, y'all. War Pigs and Iron Maiden. Damn right. Or Iron Man. Whoa. I want to know because Ozzy and Sharon had a death pact going to Switzerland to finish things. Did she do him wrong? I think he said, look, I'm one of... It wasn't enough that Ozzy got to do the music thing for as long as he did. Almost 55 years, or maybe 55 or so. I don't know. Sabbath come out probably 70 at least, but they might have got started in 69 or 68. And if that's the case, he hit 55. Dude got to do it for 55-ish fucking years. Got to have his Black Sabbath farewell show, which was boss as hell back in like 2013. Or whenever it was. I'm pretty sure it was 2013. Got to have yet another boss-ass goddamn final show back to the beginning. Did the fucking, you know what I mean? And he probably said, look, if there was ever a time to just be done, it was possibly today. I'm just saying. Fuck, I can't even begin to imagine what it would have been like to be in Ozzy's shoes for a multitude of reasons. But if I had to guess, I would probably say, you know what, y'all? It's been lit. You know what I mean? Kelly has stated that Sharon was saying that for attention. She posted about a week or so ago. Well, this stream's about Ozzy Osbourne. Let's put it that way. Pulls me back to Morrison. I don't believe Jim died when they said he did. I think he did, but fucking Pam murdered him. That's all I'm saying. And if you've never been on the stream when I've pointed this out, I've said that in the Cars the Cars hiss by my window. He says the last line in that song is, a cold girl will kill you in a darkened room. So I'm just saying. Kind of like how Kurt Cobain, I swear that I don't have a gun. I swear I don't have a gun. I mean, they tried to warn people. They cried for help, and we were all like, "This is awesome. This is." Me, I got the message too late for both of them, so I can't take blame unless reincarnation, in which case I'm sorry. But I'm thinking, not to change the subject, but how long has Hank Jr. been making music? Oh, who knows? Hey, Seed, Google it. Somebody Google it and lay it down. We can talk about other things. It's just the focal point of the stream is the passing of the great, glorious legend that is Ozzy Osbourne, who will live forever in our hearts and minds until the world crumbles into a apless nothing, some esking dust. Y'all see me catch that? Whoa. Whoa. I don't know how long has Hank Jr. been making music. My guess would be a fairly long time at this point. I would since the '80s. I think that's when Country Boy Can Survive. He said, "Amen." Y'all know, and I pointed this out to Rainbow earlier. You know how many dumbass motherfuckers are going to be trying to summon him come his Halloween with their damn Ouija boards? Ozzy ain't going to get a wink of sleep at night. I'm just saying. Ozzy ain't gonna get rest for another Halloween as long as as long as Halloween stays a thing. He did Hank Senior song on the Opries as a kid. Yeah, so if you want to count that, bro's been in it since he could stand. I would honestly wonder and argue maybe the same thing about Hank's 3 and 4. They're just not that old yet. But I'm sure they're destined for the same. There's probably plenty of people, if you sit down there and think, that have done music for 50 plus years. Maybe we can get that train going. Who else do we need to worry about? Mick Jagger's, I don't know when they quit doing music. They might still be doing music. Says 60 years. God damn. Okay, so Hank Jr.'s been laying in the cup for 60 years. Who else we got? Robert Plant still does shit. They've been going, so I think Led Zeppelin 1 dropped in 69, if I'm not mistaken, or 70. So you got to think that's 55 years right there. There's a lot of goddamn legends. It's just Ozzy was the one that I think everyone swore up and down their whole life would die and then just never did. And so now that he finally has, it's like we're all just, wow. Wow. It doesn't even make me feel like I'm getting old because Ozzy was just timeless. You know, he might as well have been fucking 20. He was just that fucking cool, dude. You looked at Ozzy, you didn't see an old ass man. You seen motherfucking Ozzy Osbourne. There's a whole list of great boomers. Willie Nelson is still holding the fort down. We'll be doing his tribute show eventually. I'll have to learn some more Willie Nelson songs. I can't keep getting by on Whiskey River. Sooner or later, they're going to ask for On the Road again. Yeah. Or Poncho and Lefty. I wonder what, and then times like this make me really wonder. So I wonder what Ozzy Osbourne and Willie Nelson ever have a sit down? Like, I really wonder, you know what I mean? Did Ozzy and Willie ever just at least sit down and shoot the shit? Did Ozzy and Johnny Cash? What were Ozzy's ponderings on Jim Morrison? Now all of a sudden, these are the questions that I wonder. You know, because I assume all musicians are more or less in one big ass circle that, you know, it just. But someone like Ozzy was basically at the core of it. Ozzy was someone I guarantee every musician worth a fucking squirt of piss wanted to meet for the last 50 years. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure they partied in the same circle. Depends, man. Depends. It's like Elton John, you know, Ozzy Osbourne and Elton John were cool, so like that riddle kind of solves itself. Not to bring back Ordinary Man. But yeah. I like to think Ozzy seen the Stoosey Boys one time, said, "What the fuck is this shit?" and then immediately forgot about it. Fingers crossed. That's all I can hope. I hope like shit. That's pretty funny. Anyway, and I don't mean music. They had to, well, yeah, no, I feel you. I feel you. But Ozzy and I think Ozzy's thing was he did a lot of other stuff. You know, but Willie too. Willie, you think Willie's just been on that ganja and shrooms his whole life? Well, I promise that ain't the case. I guarantee it. Johnny Cash too, for real. Yeah, I was really late on the stream for that, or late on the ball for that tribute stream. Only about, I don't know, 19 years. I think Johnny Cash died in 2000 or 2001. Same thing with John Hartford. It's just I was definitely not expecting that today. It was the kind of thing I pretty much expected at any time, but when it finally happened, man, I can only imagine for the people that's like, oh yeah, I figured Ozzy would die back in the 70s, but he just kept on living. Hummingbird. Yeah, much love, the Osbournes for sure. I guess now would be a good time as any to watch the Osbournes, because, you know, I've never seen so much as a single episode. I was in it for the music. Prince of Darkness, Black Sabbath, all the way back from the fucking original album. The demos. We aren't even talking War Pigs anymore. We're talking Wall Purges Not, baby. You know, all the way back. To even shit that come out. The last new Ozzy song that I discovered, it was a collaboration of sorts, and it was crack cocaine. It was so fucking... I miss the way that your love makes me feel. Must mean I'm really addicted. I can't stop thinking of you. Must mean I'm really afflicted. Osbourne's class. Ozzy was funny as fuck. For real. For real. And that's what I figured too. He made that. That show wouldn't have been anything without Ozzy. I bet he was just.
Oh yeah.
I've seen snippets and best ofs and shit of that nature.
Are you cool with me putting a pepper in my stir fry rice?
Yes. One of our peppers?
One of them is right.
Sweet. Homegrown garden pepper in the rice tonight.
One of them wax.
You had to ask me if it was okay to use a pepper. I'll just have you know. You should have known. Yeah, hell yeah.
Well, I just didn't know if you would want it mixed in there.
There's a certain way to cut it, but we're having Hungarian wax pepper in the stir fry. That's nice. It's good to grow stuff. Keeps us busy till we get to grow what we really want to grow. Yeah, legality and stuff. It's fun. But, what was the actual age? Because I thought it was 49 to 25, but it could have been 48, it could have been 47. It's somewhere in that ballpark. What? He was 76. Pretty sure he was 76. Ain't enough fifth going this for Ozzy. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Fuck. You caught me with my pants down and my fucking schnitzel exposed here for sure. Damn it, Hayseed. Damn it, you're right. Give me a minute. Oh, fuck. Well, there's the easy solution. You know, it's great when you pack your own tobacco cones, you know what I'm saying? This one's for Ozzy, by God. Goddamn right. Also, not to, I guess this is some of that Blue Dream tobacco. Who knows? We love you, Ozzy! Times are strange, times have changed. Here I come, but I ain't the same. Mama, I'm coming home. Time's gone by, seems to be You could have been a better friend to me. Mama, I'm coming home.
There was another one.
What? Is that when he goes into the I could be right, I could be wrong. It hurts so bad, it's been so long. Mama, I'm coming home. We're doing Ozzy today, by God. Close enough. Light my fire. Ah,
Jeez.
yeah, I tried to double fifth for Ozzy. It hurt. You must be 76 to have sex or we will get in trouble. Okay? Right on, Omar's a man. SCP-101, let's put me in a cannon and fire me into the sky. I want to be a star man. Damn right. We sail through endless skies. Stars shine like eyes. The black night sighs. The moon in silver trees falls down indeed. Silver starlight breaks dawn from night. I'm butchering these songs out here today. I really need an earbud and Ozzy in one ear, and then we could probably lay it down for everyone. But till then, I'm butchering them, and fuck it, Ozzy don't care. Because that's just the type of bad motherfucker he was and is, and always will be. Roll me up and smoke me when I die. Well, we might have to do some drying and curing, but... Million Vanilla. What in the hell is that? That's just your version of the song. I guess it... Thanks, Hayseed. I appreciate that. If I just had those damn lyrics, and if I didn't have all the short-term memory loss, something Ozzy would also understand a thing or two about. It hurts so good. I be goddamned. Also, I remember an article, there was a certain particular Beatles song, and this was like back in their, the doo-wop, shabop almost days or whatever, their early shit. There's a particular Beatles song that Ozzy once played at his funeral, and I definitely hope they honor that. So who all we got hanging with us? I gotta ask for a shout out from all the folk. I'd love to see who all's let's see some love for Ozzy. Let's see something for Ozzy from folk. I'd love to see who's hanging with us. If y'all would oblige me, sure would appreciate. If not, I hear you plead the fifth. Sis showing love. Right on, sis. KAS up in the house showing mad love and throwing hands for Ozzy Osbourne. Damn right. Omar's a man, said no more tears. No more tears. Well, the light in the window is a crack in the sky. A stairway to darkness in the blink of an eye. Hell yeah. Rainbow Band showing love. Wade showing love. Hayseed showing love. Pawpaw resting in peace, Ozzy. It's a sad day, but once again, there's jubilation in the circumstance. All right, Ozzy is free. No more tears. I mean, I'm sure there's a specific verse in one of the fucking thousands or hundreds of things that Ozzy crafted that probably perfectly sums up exactly how he felt about this exact situation. I don't know which one it is, but I promise it's out there. Are you scared to die? I don't fear death, I fear what I leave behind. That's a damn reality of the situation. Is what's there to fear about death? That sounds like finally getting some goddamn sleep. For once, finally, truly, not having to worry about a goddamn thing. Are you serious? That sounds wonderful. What do you mean? I don't think death is anything to fear. As far as the afterlife, I think just try to be a good person. Seriously, just do the best you fucking can and with the circumstances you're given, and you probably don't have anything to worry about. That's how I'm going to play it. So, there you go. Way too many people love Ozzy for him to ever really be gone. Basically, oh, you live forever until people stop thinking about you. And I promise, even in the most apocalyptic of situations, Ozzy's still going to live on some way, some fucking how. There is no way the Prince of Darkness has left this earth, and it's not. That's not how it works. That's not the fuck. No. He'll be remembered by many for a long time, but there will always be those people that, oh, dude, it'll be like Mozart, man. I swear to God, there will be fucking Mozart and then Ozzy in some fucking scientist fucking fusion cabinet 1,000 years from now. I fucking promise. They might clone him. I seen that thing he did with Liquid Death. Problem is, they clone him, okay, but it still won't be Ozzy. It'll just be the same DNA. It'll be the same guy, but he won't have the same experiences with the same. You can clone him, but you can never duplicate him, if that makes any sense. It can be genetically Ozzy all day long, but it still won't be Ozzy. Fucking. Plus, they got to grow it from a kid anyway, so, you know. It's going to take him at least 15, 20 years to really get badass, so we got to wait on that. Fucking future. I figure they'll just AI replicate him. Future is scary. Holograms, all that. It's a scary world we're living in, bros. Ozzy got the easy way out. I'm not going to say that Ozzy got to see the quote-unquote best part of human civilization, but if you, looking back from today now, it was a pretty good time relatively to be alive and doing what he was doing, you know what I mean? Cold War scary, but that's why they wrote Children of the Grave. So you children of the world, listen to what I say. If you want a better place to live, then spread the word today. Show the world that love is still alive, you must be brave. For you children of today are children of the grave. Yeah! And he said that in the 70s, bro. I'm also genuinely trying to delight the audience with how many fucking Ozzy and Black Sabbath songs I at least know from nothing with no music a piece of. Y'all just let me know when it starts getting wild. I am the world defines the universal secret of all time. Destruction of the empty spaces is my one and only crime. I've lived 1,000 times. I found out what it means to be believed. The days that cause of pain, a child that never sees the course of man, or something like that. Is that Sabra Cadabra? No, that's I shared that on the Discord not 2 or 3 things ago. And the only one that anyone had anything to say about it was USA saying that Terry Reid was fired. It was like, well, hell yeah, was Terry Reid is fired? Oh, Jetpack up in the house. Let me get Jetpack's comment. I'm sorry, I was tribute, man. Mr. Jetpack said I straight up shed a tear today, folks. I've been watching Ozzy ever since I was brought in this world. Rest in peace, and I hope Sharon is okay. Right on, Jetpack. That's damn straight. Omar's the Man also said Blue Oyster Cult was one of Ozzy's favorite bands. Hell yeah. Yeah, they used to. One of the shows I would have loved to have caught back in the day was a Black and Blue, Black Sabbath and Blue Oyster Cult show. Would have been back like prime, like 72, 73, maybe 71. Fucking Paranoid just dropping and all that. Or maybe they didn't drop it till the end, I'm not sure. But that shit was fresh, so they wasn't like zero burnout on it whatsoever. Dude, that would have been so badass. Yes, Jetpack fam, all up in the house. Folk have been showing out love for, like I say, this is a bit off track of what we normally do around here. We got to get this fifth pleading back on for Ozzy for sure. So if y'all let me get situated and aggravated here. Oh fuck, am I not in possession of a fuego? Is that what happened here? Fire in the sky. Can't you see that all my castles are burning? See, I did Planet Caravan. Of course, everybody knows Iron Man. I am Iron Man. Running and running as fast as I can. Oh, the middle school prep rallies, every time they'd play that shit was so baller. Has he lost his mind? Can he see or is he blind? Can he walk and talk? Or if he moves, will he fall? Now I can actually play that half-fast. He was turned to steel in the great magnetic field when he traveled time for the future of mankind. Nobody wants him. They just turn their head. That was the first song I learned to play. Mine was Amazing Grace. 3 chords, dude. A minor, A minor, A minor, D minor, and like back to A and then E minor. There you go. That's how you play Amazing Grace. We taught people how to play Amazing Grace on guitar on the Ozzy Osbourne tribute stream. Yeah. This is what we call coping, goddammit. I think Squirrel put it best when I called him in the wake of all that, and he said, "Well, we're all in a state of mourning." I said, "Well, you know what? That about sums up the situation perfectly. I'm right there with you. I'm 100%. We're all saddened. Mine was Horse with No Name. Yeah, if we ever do decide to break down and start doing live music, I always kind of thought that would be a fun one to incorporate into what we got going on, because I really feel like you don't hear that motherfucker on the radio very often. Like, they really need to play that bitch more. I don't know if the copyright or whatever the fuck, but something. I mean, seriously. How long has it been since you played or heard a horse with no name on the radio? I had a beverage that I have not had a drink from this whole life, and I'm not just now discovering that it's not there. So y'all give me a moment. I'm gonna take a second to figure out what the fuck happened to that, and I'll be right back. Y'all be sure to hit up and chat. By golly God. Oh yeah, we're back on it. USA, yeah. USA's been hanging with us. He had the first pinnable before fucking Squirrel dropped that goddamn paragraph of justice. Hell yeah. Yeah, I started to say, try again, Pawpaw. What the hell did happen to that, like, full ass Gatorade? I just give up on it. Just said, well, I don't need this anymore. By God. It's a solemn occasion, but like I say, we're pleading the fifth as hard as we can, trying to get through it. My cat sleeps all the time. Which, they all fucking sleep all the time. Cats can sleep up to 20 hours a day, boss. What I liked about Ozzy is he always comes straight and always told the truth. Musically, it seemed. Every fucking day, I'm for real. It's like what he said in Hellraiser. Or Hellraiser. Jesus Christ. Hellraiser honestly sounds like a pretty cool song too, but not an Ozzy one. That sounds like the people that made the Doom music kind of shit. Feeling alright in the noise and the lights, but that's what lights my fire. Hellraiser, in the thunder and heat. Hellraiser, rock you back in on your feet. Hellraiser, and I'll make it come true. Hellraiser, I put a spell on you. I'm pretty sure is how that goes. Now now we all need to go and watch the music video they dropped a few years back. That's Ozzy and Lemmy, the animated like Saturday morning cartoon, crazy ass glorious music video for Hellraiser. That some bitch is gonna hit a little different now. Hell, they all hit a little different now. That's the thing. Like I say, the whole way home, it was nothing but whatever that fucking greatest hits album. It might. Blizzard of Oz was a studio album. I can't recall what this is, but it has a specific name. It's not like greatest hits. I'm pretty sure it's the Oz Man Cometh, maybe. I don't know. Over the mountain, Take me across the sky. Something in my vision, something deep inside. Where did I wander? Where'd you think I wandered to? I've seen life's magic, astral plane I traveled through. I can't remember the thing in the middle there. What the fuck? It's so badass. I remember that. I told them I had written shooting stars and said I'd show them how. What actually brought a tear to my eye pretty much was that goddamn don't need no astrology. It's inside of you and me. You don't need a ticket to fly with me. I'm free. Yeah, and I was like, yeah, that was so fucking cool. I brought that cat home from a trap house. That cat, yeah, I'm told it had gotten involved in Star. I also love how y'all could identify that that's KK back there. But you probably, I have this toolbar thing with a bunch of different deals running up the side of the stream here, so it kind of impacts my view a little bit. I'm a little curious, who does it show as the top fans? Whoa. As the top fans of the stream? I'm just a little bit. What is that?
Pepper.
Want me to eat a pepper on live? What is
Well,
it?
I figured you'd want to sample it.
Spicy. But good spicy. Flavorful. Is that the Hungarian wax?
No.
What was it?
Huh?
What was it? Long thin cayenne, I bet.
Yeah, pretty sure.
Or something like that.
It's a cayenne.
Alright, I just ate a small piece of a cayenne pepper. In the spirit of Ozzy, I guess I should have shoved it up my ass or snorted it or something. I am not going to do that. I've seen the movies. The 80s were a wild time. The 80s got some good heat. There's like, I've got a burn, but it's totally manageable, totally mild. I could go some more. That's going to take... She could be putting herself in a bind with that putting that whole ass pepper in that stir fry. It's going to be good, but there's going to be slight ramifications for that. I'm here to tell you. Let me do it. I already done it. That's what that little piece was. We got peppers, baby. It's a little motherfucker, but still. Well, probably, I might do a gardening update for a short later because this stream is our tribute to Ozzy, right? And so it isn't some big grabbing attention deal or anything like that. So the short of the evening will probably be as normal, you know. This is our tribute to Ozzy right here. Singing as many fucking Black Sabbath songs and Ozzy Osbourne songs as possible that I can remember. Hitting it up in chat and discussing how great and glorious Ozzy Osbourne was, forever will be. 110,000%. So, wrong end. Oh, wow. Wow. Yeah, I bet you would like to watch that pop off. So we might do a little gardening update. But I'm definitely going to set it to some Ozzy Osbourne music. I feel like now that, hell yeah. The question is which one. I guess we're going to move towards the back end of the stream. Y'all want to do Crazy Train? If you would, hit some Crazy Train lyrics up in the chat. And we can do Crazy Train on the way out because that's the one that I think... First off, I feel like that's the most popular Ozzy Osbourne song, and it's definitely the one I've been listening to the longest because I had that on my like 2006 MP3 player when I was 8, Hell, it's probably more like 2005. Little blue thing. 13 is my favorite album, no skip. Really. God is Dead question mark is badass, but I can't recall anything else good on that album. Be 100% real with you. And that was the only Black Sabbath album I got to be alive when it come out. Damaged Soul. But what about Sabbath Bloody Sabbath? Sabracadabra. The other one. Sabbath Bloody Sabbath, obviously. What the fuck is the name? A National Acrobat. That's what it's called. Fluff, the instrumental, track number 3. Total banger. Killing Yourself to Live. Fire. Spiral Architect. Come on, man. Well, now you're talking about the Paranoid album. I thought we were discussing albums here. I like how this individual just showed up and is now number 1 on the chat. Do y'all like how that works? Leave it to YouTube to introduce a wonderful new whatever. Anyway, so this has been the Ozzy Osbourne tribute live stream. It's been the Stoosey Boys live. Definitely hope everyone has a good one and a great evening. Of course, y'all be blasting that Sabbath, be blasting that Ozzy. May his spirit live on. And I ain't even got to say may because I know it's going to live on because it's fucking glorious. So definitely hope all y'all will be good. Y'all be great. But anyway. Crazy. But that's how it goes. Millions of people living as foes. But maybe it's not too late to learn how to love and forget how to hate. Mental wounds still screaming, driving me insane. We're going off the rails on a crazy train. We're going off the rails on a crazy train. Hell yeah. Papa, of course, with to remember to spread the word daily. Of course, that word is legs. So, without further ado, hope everyone has a good one and a great evening. And of course, Ozzy Osbourne, may you rest in peace. And know that your legacy will live on forevermore. C-Man and the Stoosey Boys, I reckon we're out, y'all. Peace.